The news emerging from Maranello has sent shockwaves through the entire Formula One paddock. For Lewis Hamilton and Charles Leclerc, it could not have come at a worse time. Just when Ferrari seemed to be stabilizing after months of inconsistency on track, the Scuderia has been rocked by the shocking exit of key engineers. People who were not only central to their current operation, absolutely crucial to the success of the 2026 project. This is not just another reshuffle or a minor change of staff. These are the architects of Ferrari's next chapter, the minds trusted to deliver a power unit capable of competing with Mercedes, Red Bull, and McLaren under the new regulations. For Hamilton, who only joined Ferrari this year in the hope of spearheading that project, for Leclerc, who has invested his career in waiting for Ferrari to deliver him a title car, this is nothing short of terrible news. The timing could not be more damaging. Ferrari are already under pressure from the tifosi, who have grown tired of waiting for success while their rivals take victories and titles. At Monza, Hamilton and Leclerc gave everything in front of their home fan, but even their efforts were not enough to put Ferrari on the podium. The Tifosi turned up in their thousands, draped in red, chanting with hope to be left with frustration once again. Now, instead of reassurance that the future is secure, told that the very figures leading the 2026 engine program are leaving Maranello, possibly heading straight into the arms of Audi. For Hamilton, who has admitted the current car sometimes feels alien and was banking on the new regulations to finally give him a Ferrari that fits his style. This revelation, it's like a thunderbolt for Leclerc, who has lived through Ferrari's broken promises for years. It feels like déjà vu, another grand plan slipping through their fingers just when it matters most. The problem goes deeper than just names on a staff list. When Ferrari lose experienced engineers like Zimmermann and Lars Schmidt, they do not just lose talent, they lose years of development knowledge, continuity, and the vision that was shaping their future. This is the kind of exit that leaves holes which cannot be filled overnight, no matter how strong the replacements might be. For a team preparing to challenge at the very front when the 2026 regulations arrive, disruption is disastrous. It throws Hamilton and Leclerc into uncertainty at the exact moment when they need stability. Both drivers know that no amount of personal brilliance can win titles without a car to match. Hamilton has proven at Monza and in other races that he can fight, that he still has the speed and resilience to take on anyone. But even he cannot overcome a lack of technical direction. What makes this news even more painful is the contrast it creates with Ferrari's rivals. Mercedes appear confident. McLaren are building momentum with a strong technical base, and Red Bull, even amidst political chaos, have kept their development moving forward. Ferrari, instead of closing the gap, now risk falling further behind before the 2026 era has even begun. For Hamilton and Leclerc, that means frustration, as they know their careers cannot wait forever. The Tifosi too will not tolerate more years of excuses. They want results. They want progress, and they want to believe that Ferrari's future is secure. Instead, what they have been given is a story of crisis, of engineers walking out, and of a project now hanging in the balance. This is why the news is so terrible, not just for the team, but for its two drivers who are meant to carry Ferrari into the future. And if you're a fan of Hamilton or Ferrari, make sure to give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and stay with us until the very end to uncover all the shocking details of what this crisis really means. Zimmermann's exit from Maranello is not the kind of news that can be brushed aside as just another reshuffle inside a Formula One team. He was the man trusted to guide Ferrari's entire 2026 power unit program, the architect of the project that was supposed to bring the Scuderia back to the top after nearly 2 decades of waiting. Departure represents not only the loss of a leader, but also the loss of a vast bank of knowledge, experience, and vision that cannot be replaced overnight. To make matters worse, he is rumored to be heading straight into Audi's new works project, joining forces with Matteo Binotto, the man who once led Ferrari. That means the know-how Ferrari desperately need to keep within Maranello could soon be strengthening one of their future rivals. Alongside Zimmermann goes Schmidt, chief engineer responsible for the internal combustion side of the engine, a figure equally vital to Ferrari's next-generation power unit. Losing both men within such a short space of time, just as the most critical development phase approaches, is nothing short of catastrophic. For Lewis Hamilton, this blow lands particularly hard. He came to Ferrari not just for the prestige of wearing red, but the belief that the 2026 era would give him a car built to his strengths, a chance to write the final great chapter of his career. He has already admitted that the SF25 feels alien at times, that he has had to adapt his driving style in ways that do not allow him to fully express his natural rhythm behind the wheel. The promise dangled before him was that this was temporary pain, that the engineers in Maranello were shaping the future car around him. Now, with Zimmermann and Schmidt gone, that promise feels far less certain. The very people who could have ensured that Hamilton's frustrations would be turned into solutions have left the building, and for a driver of his stature, that is infuriating. Charles Leclerc, meanwhile, has every reason to feel even more betrayed. He has carried Ferrari through years of near misses, collapses, and disappointments, always holding on to the hope that the next project will be the one to finally deliver. From the heartbreak of 2019 to the struggles of 2020 to the strategic blunders of 2022, Leclerc has endured them all with the faith that his loyalty would one day be rewarded. The 2026 project was supposed to be that reward, a reset, a chance to fight Verstappen, Russell, Norris and Piastri on equal terms with a car that would put Ferrari back where it belongs. Instead, what he sees is yet another reshuffle. Another moment when Ferrari look fragile while their rivals look stable. The Tifosi who showered him and Hamilton with love at Monza are now left seething at the idea that the dream is slipping away before it has even begun. Rumours surrounding Diego Tandy only make the picture darker. If Ferrari were to lose their head of aerodynamics on top of Zimmermann and Schmidt, the entire technical structure of the team would be gutted at precisely the moment when stability is everything. The 2026 regulations are not just a minor update. They represent the most radical reset the sport has seen in years. Whoever gets it right with engine efficiency, hybrid systems, aerodynamic balance could dominate the sport for the next decade. Mercedes have already shown